Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I really wanted to make a video where I kind of shared my story a little more in depth about how I came to be diagnosed with hypothyroidism and kind of give more of an in-depth talk about what hypothyroidism is and what exactly you experience when you have hypothyroidism. So my story actually starts back in 2014. Around this time, I had just recently graduated from my master's program, and I was going right into my PhD program. I was really stressed around this time because I had just finished writing the thesis. I defended the thesis, and then I was jumping right into a PhD program. So I really wasn't in the right mindset or even the right mind space. And I thought, maybe at this time also I had been gaining a lot of weight. I was at my highest weight around this time, probably over 220 pounds. I don't even know. I didn't weigh myself because I didn't really want to know for sure what my weight was. But I didn't weigh myself. I didn't really know what my weight was, but I knew it was high. And so at this time, I also started experiencing some other symptoms. And I thought maybe were all attributed to just being stressed out. I was losing hair. I was feeling just really out of like myself, like almost like I could call it depression, but I really wasn't like to the point where I don't know what depression really feels like totally, because I've never been the type of person that is chronically depressed or has moods where I cycle in and out of depression, but I felt very different. It just wasn't like myself. And so I just knew something wasn't right. And this was around August of 2014. And so I decided at the time, well, you know what, maybe I just need to exercise more. I just need to really go all in and put some effort into exercising, and maybe that'll help me feel better, because I thought, exercise is like therapy for me. I've always enjoyed exercising. And so I thought, okay, well, this is probably what'll help. So I decided to just do that first. And so I did start exercising, and you know what? The funny thing about it is I actually gained more weight. I didn't lose any weight when I started exercising, and I was putting a lot of effort into it, going all in, and no weight was being lost, and weight was just going up at this time. I was just getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, whoa, okay, something is totally not right here. I should be at least starting to drop some weight. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I need to go to a doctor. So what I did was I went to my primary care doctor, and I talked to her about all these symptoms I'm having, and I had the worst experience I've ever had with a doctor. She basically tells me, oh, well, you're just lazy and you're fat. That's basically what she boiled it down to. You're not working hard enough. You're not really putting the effort in to lose the weight. So I can't help you. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with you. At this time, I'm thinking, no, ma'am. Guys, I'm a biomedical PhD candidate. I also do research in cancer, so I'm not just some regular person who doesn't read papers, who doesn't go in depth in research and know more about healthcare than I know more about healthcare than most people. So I'm thinking, no, there's something seriously wrong with me, and it's not just the fact that I'm fat and lazy, because this time I was working really hard in the gym. I was working on my diet, so I know that was not the case. And so what I did was I decided to take it upon myself to go to an endocrinologist. And so I knew that an endocrinologist is somebody that really could help in this area, because they are more in depth as far as going into learning about your body, and as far as like your hormones and regulation and things like that, and things of that. So I decided, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to an endocrinologist. So that's what I did. I found one on my own, and I ordered a panel of tests myself. I came there thinking, you know what, I didn't know what hypothyroidism even was at the time, but I knew that endocrinologists can look at a panel of different things, and it just so happened that TSH, which is a test that can test for thyroid hormone levels, and T4, free T4, things of that, like that, they can actually test for these things. And so I asked for a panel of these things. I asked for like an insulin resistance test. I asked for like a diabetes test, like a bunch of different things. I just wanted to know what exactly was going on. So it turned out that not only did I have actually high TSH, which indicates a underactive thyroid, I also had tested positive for insulin resistance. So I had a higher level and more propensity to have insulin resistance. So both of these things kind of coincided with how I was feeling. I mean, some of the symptoms I didn't describe was in addition to having issues with my weight and gaining a lot of weight. Like I had trouble swallowing. Like when I swallowed, I could feel like a blockage in my throat, and it felt like, okay, something's not right here. I would wake up in the mornings and I'd have like brain fog and dizziness. Like I felt like, I don't even know, like I was just out of it. I couldn't even think from day to day like what I was doing. Like, okay, I'm writing something down in class and I'm taking notes, and I forget exactly what I was even like thinking about or about to do. Like that's how serious it was. Like I knew something was just not correct. So thank God the endocrinologist confirmed the exact things that I was thinking, and she was able to, tell me exactly what hypothyroidism is. And so, and that was in October of 2014, or late October 2014. And at that particular point, she tells me, you have hypothyroidism, and so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to prescribe you this certain medication. This is what you're going to have to take every day, basically for the rest of your life. At least this is what it is at this point. And I still take this medication every day. Every single morning I get up and I have to take 50 micrograms of this medicine called levothyroxine. And so it actually is a form of medication that is basically mimics the same type of hormone that you have released by your own thyroid. So it's basically almost all natural. It's what your thyroid already produces, but it gives me a boost because I don't have my thyroid producing it for me. So I have to take this every single morning. And around this time in October of 2014 was the same time that I started to track my macros on my MyFitnessPal. And from there, I have not stopped tracking my macros on my MyFitnessPal because I feel like it's the one saving grace that I have, that I was able to see what exactly I was eating every day, what exactly workouts I was doing, and then I could determine what was working for me and what wasn't working for me. So I continue to do it to this day because I just know that it works. So that's one of the things I'd like to share with other people. Like if you are having issues with food and nutrition, sign up for MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal. It's totally free. Track your macros. I know it's really annoying to track macros every day, to look at packages and to determine what you could eat and what you can't eat, but it works, guys. Like if you want to lose the weight, if you want to get healthy and you want to get fit, you got to put the effort in, you got to put the work in to do it. I mean, it's very annoying to track macros. I'm not even going to lie about it. But I mean, would you rather be overweight for the rest of your life, or because you know that could happen with hypothyroidism? We have an extremely difficult time losing weight. Extremely difficult. When I tell you I went from 2014 to 2017, literally every day of my life trying to lose weight, that's what I was doing because it would not come off. Like, it just would not come off. And so you guys know we have to work extra, extra hard. But I really wanted to share this story with you guys because I was so discouraged when I left that doctor's office and she's telling me, you're just fat and you're just lazy. And that's why you're not losing the weight. And I'm like, no, that is just not the case. Like, I just know all these other symptoms I'm having, it's not because I'm just fat and lazy. And so I hope that, you guys aren't experiencing the same things with the doctors that you are going to, or, if you're having other issues that may not be related to your thyroid, there's also like polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is kind of closely related to thyroid issues and things like that. So, I mean, a lot of issues doctors seem to overlook. I mean, doctors, I'm going to be honest, because I'm a PhD candidate in the biomedical field, they know what they know, but they don't know everything. So you really got to be persistent about it. If you feel like what they're telling you isn't matching up with how you're feeling, go and get another opinion. Go and get a second doctor's opinion. Talk to someone else, because I'm telling you, they don't know everything. They're doing their very best, but it's not always correct. So put, what you're thinking into practice and how you're feeling, and get a second opinion. That's what I recommend really, really when it comes to situations like this. And so, guys, now I'm in 2018, and I'm starting to pursue a physique competition. And it has a lot to do with me having hypothyroidism and trying to prove to myself that this is something that we can do as people with thyroid issues, or people with, diseases or chronic diseases, things of that nature that affect our body, and that we can't. People think that we can't. We think ourselves, we put the limitations on ourselves that we can't do this because we have this issue, but it's not true. I'm trying to show that it's really not true, that you can do this. And so I hope that you follow along the journey as I go through it, and I hope that just me sharing my story has helped a little bit. If you have any more questions, please just let me know. I hope that I kind of covered everything in this particular video, because it's getting a little long here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But please, guys, send me questions. I'm always down to answer anything that people might have, or like what foods, I could talk about that has worked for me, or just tell more about my story, because I'm really open about that. So yeah, thanks for listening, and you guys have a good day. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love to have more people follow my journey and just kind of watch me go through this entire physique competition and prep process. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.